Good afternoon. It's July 26th, 2023, and today we had a range day. Um, the way I'm seeing it as of right now, I don't see a lot of trades. We'll go through it again, see if my mind changes. Some of these, I feel like I have to mark some of these because they're off this trend channel. But we'll take a look. Most of this morning was in this range before the FOMC announcement that sent it way up and then way down. But really, for the most part, we just stayed in the overnight highs and lows. So 5 o'clock comes right here, and really you could argue for this to be a second entry short right here. Or not, you could argue that is a second entry short. I mean, I would look at this as a double bottom. First entry, second entry. But I think most people were playing this channel. Whoops. So you don't have a break in new low yet. This isn't convincing enough to me. This is the break. So I think second entry there. I think you should take that. So let me mark that. I must have woke up after this because I don't remember that. Then you get this lower high, and then you get this failed second entry long. But because you are, I think most people were playing this, and you're going into the lows, and that's like basically 3 inside bars. I think that's risky, and I think it only goes 5 ticks before it bounces. So there's several reasons why that's not the greatest setup. Also, if you have this channel, we haven't made it to the lows in a couple of swings. So anyway, you come up here, you got a first entry, second entry, but that's basically 3, 4, or 4 inside overlapping bars. So it's risky, and it's above the EMA. You don't know if this thing's going to reverse on you, but it's worth considering. That takes a minute, breaks out, probably hits a measured move and bounces, and then we just get more back and forth stuff. Maybe you consider this one. I think I should delete that. It's way too congestive. But we come up here, test that support level, come up again, probably hit the measured move to the high side, and that's a second entry short. It's 5 ticks, so that means you probably have 5 ticks back to this level of support. You have 4 ticks, so I kind of like that, especially you got plenty of room to the EMA. So we continue to just go sideways. I'll drag this over till about 720, and then we get this nice downtrend. Nothing in there. Break, move to a new low, and then we reverse. And this reversal pattern, it looks pretty good, but I think you get stopped out even if you go on the engulfing bar. So let's try and think about why that would be. 485, 450. Yeah, so that's a 4 tick failure. And I'm not too sure because it's not like you're going into the top of the channel. This looks pretty good. But maybe you want to use a limit order there. Maybe you, this bounces below the EMA. Sometimes I don't like that. Also, we're making new lows. That's something to think about. Um, hmm. These are two, basically these are two inside bars. That's another thing. So it's an unfortunate trap, but it's a trap nonetheless. So we get a break, and then we go higher, and then we sell off, and then we correct, and then we just go sideways until the news item. We come down, we test the lows, and then we go sideways a little bit and bounce and rocket up to the highs, go above, make new highs for the day, get a break, move to a new high. First entry, failed second entry long. Also kind of looks like a second entry short. Confirms that trend channel. So maybe you take that. If you don't take that, you get a break right here. And you could look at this as a double bottom, first entry, second entry. Nice bearish signal bar. Come down here, you get a second entry short, but signal bar is not really good. And the bottom falls out. Come down here. And this kind of looks like a repeat pattern, double bottom, second entry short. But it looks to me like we have a break and a new low. And we're at the lows of the day, so I'm just not crazy about it. Maybe I should mark it. Then we come down, lower high, falls down, but that fails, and then we form this spike and channel. I don't think you want it. This looks like sideways stuff. You do get a first entry, second entry, but we don't have confirmation of this trend channel yet. Confirmation comes right here, and that's a failure off the trend channel, but it's below the EMA, so I don't think you can take it. A lot of people did like it. You get a first entry, second entry short. That far away from the EMA, maybe you take it, but we have confirmation of this trend channel now. So, I mean, maybe if you had your highs drawn like that, but I'd probably have it drawn like that. And when you have it drawn like this, it does make it look like, you know, there was some profit taking right here. So I think either way, this looks pretty good. But we make it, we go past the EMA, come down here, and that's a second entry long, so maybe you consider that. It's just there's a lot of overlap right there. Then you get this higher low, maybe you consider that one. And that takes us into the close. So I really don't think there are not a lot of opportunities that I like in here. That first one early on, and this one, and the rest of them are just like ones you have to argue for. So hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.